on, Andhra Pradesh IT Minister Nara Lokesh has sparked a major debate at the World Economic Forum in Davos by suggesting restrictions on social media usage for children. Nara Lokesh, who is part of the state's high-profile delegation led by Chief Minister N. Chandrababu Naidu, said that the Andhra Pradesh government is studying whether children below the age of 16 should be barred from social media platforms. Speaking during meetings with global CEOs and business leaders, Andhra Minister said the government is closely examining Australia's age-based social media regulations. He stressed that any such move would require a strong legal framework and made it clear that the intent is not censorship but child safety. Lokesh flagged concerns over minors being exposed to online content they are emotionally and psychologically unprepared to handle, warning that young users often struggle to distinguish harmful content from reality. He said this leaves them vulnerable to misinformation, online abuse, and unhealthy digital habits, adding that protecting children in the digital space is now an urgent priority. So, Nara Lokesh has made it absolutely clear that this is not about censorship but child safety. The growing impact of social media on children is raising serious concerns worldwide. According to UNICEF, excessive exposure to social media can lead to anxiety, poor self-esteem, cyberbullying, among other problems that young users face. Experts warn that children are increasingly vulnerable to social media addiction, which can trigger long-term mental health issues. Let's also take a look at some data. UNICEF also flags risks linked to body image pressures, eating disorders, and exposure to inappropriate content, with children spending more time online than ever before. These dangers are intensifying, and they call for stronger safeguards to protect young minds in the digital space. But the big question is, why does India need Australia-like laws on social media for children? Well, India's growing dependence on social media is throwing up alarming trends among children and teenagers. There's a survey which has been done, and the survey shows that 95% of teenagers in India are now active on social media platforms. Even younger children are logging on early, with 40% of kids aged between 8 and 12 already using social media. The study also reveals that 6 in 10 children aged 9 to 17 spend at least 3 hours online every day. In Maharashtra, the numbers are even more alarming and concerning, with 17% of children spending up to 6 hours online daily. The impact on mental health is evident. 22% of parents say their child shows symptoms of depression. The survey further notes that 37% of parents list OTT platform as their child's favorite pastime, highlighting the deepening digital immersion of young Indians and intensifying concerns over screen addiction and well-being. We also spoke to people on ground to get a sense of what they think about this. Listen into how the public responded.
It's a very good initiative by the Australian government, and I appreciate Sri Nara Lokesh ji for this initiative, adopting this concept. The reason being, this entire social media is taking out the mental health of the children. That is the one criteria. Instead of that, people should, below years of 16 years of age, people should engage themselves in the physical activities, which develop their mental and physical health also.
So to control social media below 16 years is very difficult.
Okay.
So as a parent, so I should take some responsibility what my children, what content is they are watching in the social media, one thing. And one more thing, instead of spending more time on social media, then they should spend on other activities. Government, as a government, cannot control social media, what content the users are posting. So they should get some certain guidelines. Whoever is posting the content, there should be certain guidelines and strict action should be taken. Then I think the negative content, whatever we are watching on the social media, will be controlled.
इट्स अ वेरी नाइस स्टेप, क्योंकि डिजिटल एरिया में जैसे बच्चों को ज़रूरत है फॉर एजुकेशन पर्पस, बट एट द सेम टाइम जो भी उसमें अलग चीज़ें हैं, जो कि ठीक है, नॉलेज होनी चाहिए बच्चों को, सेक्सुअल नॉलेज भी होनी चाहिए ताकि कोई उनका मिसयूज ना करे, बट टू मच ऑफ एवरीथिंग इज बैड.
I feel it's necessary. Children do get distracted very early at very early age and access very prohibited websites, get all distractions and lose focus on their studies or really enjoying the life of their childhood. I feel it should be there, but not until the age of 16. Maybe reduce it a little. 16 is teenage. Until 13 or 14, it sounds fair enough.
A lot of parents who give access to devices will not be able to control it, because even if you give access to social media, you can change your age, you can change your details, and you can log in into it. There's no way of controlling what you're trying to propose. So on paper is good, but practically it may not be a feasible thing. Ultimately, it depends on the child, the parents, the environment, the friend circle, of how you're utilizing whatever you have. So it can be used in a good way, it can be used in a bad way.
The device is given by the parent, access is given by the parent. This is something which is within the home. You can easily fake your age. There's nothing that is asked as proof for age when you make a username. So I don't think it'll be easy to implement. On paper, probably yes. Secondly, children are learning from their friends or their classmates. So if everybody is on social media, they also feel they are left out. So I don't think it'll be, how many people can you control?
So at the moment, Andhra is examining and studying Australia's model. But if it is implemented, Andhra Pradesh becomes the first state to do so. We're slipping into a very short break. There's a lot more lined up on the other side. Stay on with us.